Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to be building GI Robot from the DC TV show Creature Commandos in Minecraft. So this is actually a very complicated statue, so I figured I would do a voiceover instead of just you follow along. If you guys want more voiceovers, just let me know in the comments if you prefer this style or if you just want silence. But anyways, let's get on to what you need. So you will need waxed exposed copper for kind of the skin. If you want to go just normal copper, you can do that too. But I'm doing this for that reason. Brown terracotta, brown concrete, lime terracotta, spruce planks, dark oak button, block of netherite, green concrete, red concrete, and one more block of coal, or you can do black concrete. And if you're building this in survival, and obviously you can't get blocks of netherite very easily, you can easily switch that out for gray concrete, but I'm just doing it for texture. So anyways, let us begin. So um, this is a really different statue than what I normally build. So you'll just have to follow along a lot, pretty close. So statues, of course, are 8 blocks wide. But what we're going to do is we're going to come right where we're going to build it. So let's say this would be the first row right here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come back and go 1, 2, right there. Leave a space of 2, 1, 2. And we're going to destroy these, but leave the ones in front of the feet, like that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to place brown terracotta right here, and right here. And then fill these in with copper. And so now here comes the fun part. So what we're going to do is we're going to build this up by, I believe, 9 layers. Maybe 8, we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe it's 10 actually. Gotta line it up with that. There we go, 10. Sorry. And then just build all these up. So this part's pretty easy. And the reason his legs are different than, say, like the thinker here, because he's supposed to be a full-bodied person, obviously. GI Robot is a robot, and he's a lot thinner than a person would be, because he doesn't have anything inside of him. Well, he might, but you get the point. Anyways, that's what we're going to have so far. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and get... I left out one material. I apologize. We aren't going to need the dark oak buttons for a little bit, or actually, we won't need the red concrete for a long time. The most important material, I forgot. We need green terracotta. Anyways, so come right here, and so the top 2 rows, and you're just going to go 1 block out and just fill this in. And for the second row as well. So there's that. And then you're going to take the lime terracotta, and we're going to go down about 5 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then connect over and fill this in. And while we're working on the legs, we may as well just finish them. And these are the pants, just so you know. And if you want to add some detail here, I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. So you're going to place 4, or actually 8, because just do the whole thing. And then, so 8 blocks extending out. You're going to do one block here, one here, here, and then you're going to go up like that, and then two here, one like that. So it's supposed to be kind of like his army uniform he's wearing over it. And then what we're going to do is bring this back by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then just kind of drag it along back here. And then just fill it all in. And then once we get to the green terracotta right here, just bring that back as well. And then what we're going to do right here is we're going to just bring that up, place 4 of those right there. We're not going to do the inside of the body because you're not going to be able to see it. So, but just do that so if you look up, you won't be able to see all the way through them. And we're going to do the same thing on the back that we did here. So full row, and then kind of just like this, like that. And then on the side, I usually just do, and I'll do 4. Kind of just something like that. It's just kind of making it up as you go. That's usually how I do it. And let's do that. Alright. So, now let's move on to the torso. This is probably going to be the most complicated part. Actually, the head might be, but anyways. So what we're going to do first is an entire row of brown concrete. And second row, another entire row of it. We're going to get out our spruce planks, knock these 2 out right here, these 2 blocks, and place 2 spruce planks. Come over here and place 2 spruce planks here and here. And then go down with the concrete to make these little pouches. Take your dark oak buttons, put them on the spruce planks, and there is his belt. Now, since you will be able to see the inside of his torso from here, what we're going to do is we're going to extend the belt around. We're just going to do the entire body as we go. So like that. There's nothing on the back, if you're wondering. And then we're going to get out our green terracotta. And we're going to do 1 green terracotta, 1 brown concrete, 2 green terracotta, 1 green concrete, 1 green terracotta, 1 brown concrete, 1 green terracotta. And so come right here to this green concrete, we're going to place 1 green terracotta on top, 1 green concrete, 1 green terracotta. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill in this kind of 3 by 4 area with just green terracotta, like that. And if you want to, you can go ahead and just place 2 right there. Alright. So let's go ahead and so we're going to do the little suspender strap things he's got. So we're going to place 1 spruce plank, dark oak button, 2 brown concrete, block of netherite, brown concrete, spruce plank with a dark oak button on it. Same thing over here. Spruce plank, 2 brown concrete, block of netherite, brown concrete, spruce plank, dark oak button, like that. And if you want to make those 3D, you can. I'm not going to because we're going to be adding other 3D effects to the front of them. And for the last rows, we're going to extend it up the same level, like that. So this is what we have of the torso so far. Moving on, so right here we're going to place 2 green concrete, And we're also going to place 2 green concrete right here. We're going to go up by another level, so with the green, and then over by 1, like that, and then up by 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and if you're building this next to other statues, that should line up perfectly with the others. There's my other creature commando statues. Spoilers. So, and then for these greens, you can just go ahead and bring them up on the ends, just to get them out of the way. And if you want to go ahead and do it, place 2 brown concretes on the end there. That's for the helmet straps. And then for all these green concretes right here, we're going to bring them out, make them 3D. So like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill in the rest of the statue. We're going to come back to that inner part in a minute. So we're just going to fill in the rest of the statue with green, except for these straps. So for the straps, we're going to do brown concrete. Just kind of look forward and repeat what you've already done. Now for this part, it's going to be a little different since it doesn't go up as high. We're going to go 1, 2 brown concrete, and then green concrete on top. And I'll show how that's done here in a sec. We're going to go ahead and make the top row full of green concrete. And we're going to fill the side rows in. And for this row right here, right below the top, we're going to fill this in with green concrete and make this 3D, like that. And then fill the rest of this in with just green terracotta. So like that. Oh man, I forgot the dark oak buttons. Alright. So coming to the sides, it's seriously just filling them in with green. I mean, there's not much to it. Alright, and so now for the torso. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, place a block here, and come back with it. And we're actually going to knock that out and place 2 brown terracotta right here. We're going to go up on top of this with 2 copper, 2 brown. We're going to do an up right and up left diagonal, and like that. And then copper like that. So that is the full body done of GI Robot. Now for the arms. The arms are a little tricky, but if you can get them down, they're pretty easy. What we're going to do is we're going to come level to this brown concrete. Get out your green terracotta. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to extend it from the back and connect them together. And let's go ahead and just bring it all the way up to here. And then fill in the top. So there's that, and then we will do the exact same over here. And all the reference I actually use for this statue is just from the promotional art, so it may actually be a little inaccurate, but I did my best on what I had. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and put like the little wrinkles in. So do 404 here, put a block right there, like that. Same thing over here, just right there instead. On the sides, just go like that, and then probably one there, and back, just like I said earlier, just kind of got to make it up as you go. So like that. Then we're going to come inside the arms. So right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually make the arms. So on the top here, what we're going to do is connect it together so it actually looks like his arms. So fill this whole 3x6 space in, or 2x6. 2x3, sorry. So just fill that whole thing in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bring these down all the way until they are parallel with these spruce planks here. And then go ahead and knock out that first block and place a brown terracotta. And the same thing over here, just kind of fill this in at first, and then drop it down. And that is actually all of the front torso and arms and everything. Let's move on to the head. So for the head's it's not too hard. It's just the hat's a little tricky. So come to this block right here, right behind this brown, and place a copper. Same thing over here. Extend it forward by 2 and connect it together. And since this is back a row, we'll need to fill that in as well. There we go. So for the second row, we're going to do 1 brown terracotta, 1 copper, 1 brown terracotta, 2 brown concrete, 1 brown terracotta, 1 copper, 1 brown terracotta. And then for the second row, we're going to do these browns on the ends, and then the rest of those copper. For the next row, full copper. For the next row, and this is where that red, we don't need the dark oak buttons anymore, so you can get rid of them. We will not be needing netherite anymore, so you can get rid of that as well. 2 red, 2 copper, 2 red, 1 copper. For the next row, 1 copper, 2 brown terracotta, 2 copper, 2 brown terracotta, 1 brown. And then a whole row of copper. And then for the final row, you can either do a whole row of copper or a whole row of green terracotta. It doesn't really matter what you do because it's going to get covered up either way. So whatever you want to do. So let's move on to the side of the head. So both sides are the same. Just we're gonna have to put a lot over them. So extend back by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since we extended that back, it's gonna kind of be a little tricky, but it messes with you a little bit. So connect these together, and we are just going to put a little bit more detail, and then we'll be done with just the head. So knock out these 2 coppers, and then go up all the way to the top with them. Like that. So for the first 2 rows, including the first one, it's just plain copper. And then for the third one, we're going to do 1 brown terracotta, the rest is copper. And then 2 brown terracotta, the rest is copper. And then so you get to the final row, you can do whatever you want. And then I'm going to put green. The exact same for the other side. And for the back's pretty easy as well. Well, Actually, I'm not sure about that. So we're going to do another row of copper. Actually, yeah, another row after that. And then we're going to do 2 copper, 2 green, 2 copper, and then the rest is green. So that may look a little weird right now, but we will get to that. So now for the top, just fill it in with green. It's not going to be seen anyways. All right. So what we're going to do now is come to right here, and we're going to take our brown concrete and just extend it all the way across. Now get your green terracotta back out, and for the 4 in the middle here, place 1, 2, oh, not like that, 3, 4, so like this. And so we're going to come back to the row behind the brown, and we're going to place 2 coal, and then 1 on top. Get your green again, and we're going to do these shapes on both sides. And then we are going to place 1 here and here, and just kind of like build that up right there. It's kind of like this diagonal shape. And then for the top of the helmet, I'm going to do, it's kind of hard to explain, something like that. Alright, so let's move over here to the side. So with our green, we are going to come to this block and just drag it all the way back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come behind this brown block and bring it back. And actually, if you want to knock out these 2, you can, but you don't have to if you don't want to. For the next row, we're going to come back to this block here and bring it back. And then for the last row, just the 1. So for this right here, like I said, this is kind of hard to explain, so just have to bear with me. So come here and bring that up, and then kind of do a diagonal here like that. And then bring this back like this. So, and then for here, you can do 2 right there as well. And to finish it off, you'll just need to kind of do what you did on the front with the diagonals. And it's really hard to explain, but it's just kind of do what I'm doing and you can get it. So kind of like that. And then for the back of this, just bring it on over, except for that one. It's kind of like that. And so for the other side, you're going to do the same thing. Like that. And then you're going to bring that up by 2. Do this right here. And then do this kind of diagonal shape. Oh Lord, where did I mess it up now? Oh, I see what I did. And fill in the top. It's just kind of a confusing. I designed it really weird. There we go. So it should be completely symmetrical, kind of like this. If you need to pause right here and just kind of look at it, you can. And then for the back, what we're going to do is just bring this over right here and right here. Bring it over and make it 3D. Like so. And there you have it. That is our fully completed GI robot statue. So I'm going to get rid of my HUD. And this is it right here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it wasn't too difficult. I know there were parts where it was kind of hard to understand what's going on, especially that helmet. But it is a really nice looking statue once it is finished. I tried working on the face a little bit, but that face was just incredibly hard to perfect. So let me know if you guys want any more um, DC statues. I have plenty to make. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a good one.